There's been a very salacious rumor online that Raila Odinga is in the middle of orchestrating Sifuna's ouster. Now, in this video, I want us to look into some of the reasons why Raila Odinga will not remove Edwin Sifuna, and with no further ado, let's get after it. Reason number one why Raila can't fire Sifuna is because Sifuna is wise. In a classic case of self-preservation, Sifuna expressed the willingness to endorse anybody other than Ruto, even if it means Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Here's a tip.
Fred Matiang'i has his faults, but if he's going to help us remove William Ruto, so be it. So be it.
Former Deputy President Gachagua?
He is impeached. He cannot run. I don't understand why people talk about him as a viable candidate. The Constitution says once you're impeached, you cannot run.
As Kingmaker? Is he someone you would work with?
I don't know about Kingmaker. Let me tell you about my view of Gachagua as in terms of value proposition. The value proposition for Gachagua, for me, from an ODM perspective, is that he is taking away votes that helped beat us in 2022. For as long as he's taking away votes from Ruto, I don't care where he takes them. He is not giving William Ruto. Are you getting my point?
So if Ruto and Raila kick Sifuna out, they best be ready to transfer his numbers to Matiang'i, Gachagua or Kalonzo. There's no two ways about it. This is self-preservation 101 at its finest. Reason number two why Raila won't terminate Sifuna's SG status is because Sifuna receives his marching orders directly from Raila Odinga. And I have evidence to confirm this. Just have a look at this video of Raila Odinga running away from the podium when he noticed that Sifuna is about to start roasting the president. Roll the tape.
Do not understand that. Now, you say that you support the demands by the youth. One among the demands is the resignation of President Ruto. Do you support that? The youth have spoken in clear and certain terms. Let us not pretend like we don't hear what they are saying. You have heard it, we have heard it, Ruto has heard it. Next question. The second question was that
Raila left primarily because he is a conman. He doesn't want to be around when his talisman Sifuna is executing his mandate, which is to put constant pressure on Ruto. Pressure which, by the way, has an end goal. And the end goal is that the deputy president position goes to ODM. That is why Raila is not committing 100%. He's grown wiser in his Nusumkate gimmicks. He did Nusumkate with Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru gave him nothing, not even the presidency. He didn't even lift a finger to help him steal the election. This time round, he's leaving Sifuna out there to continue pumping pressure on this administration. Ndo 2027 wapate deputy president. In fact, I'm very sure that in 2027, January, February, or whenever Kenya Kwanza decides to publicly come out and announce that Ruto is going to campaign in 2027 seeking re-election, and he will do so with a new running mate from Luo, Nyanza, or Western Kenya. If that is announced, I, for one, totally believe that Edwin Sifuna is going to switch allegiance fully to President William Ruto, because that's the end goal. Till then, nada. Third reason why Raila can't fire Edwin Sifuna today is because Ruto will stand to lose. I've said it time and time again. Kenya Kwanza fired Ababu na Mwamba. They fired Susan Nehumicha. They fired Cleophas Malala. And in the middle of all that, they found some free time to arrest George Natembeya. So the patience of lawyers with this administration is quickly fading. The firing of Edwin Sifuna, even if replaced by another lawyer, will be the end of Kenya Kwanza and Raila in Western. And let nobody lie to them that Oparanya will rescue them. No one listens to Oparanya, especially since he told us amepewa peremende na Ruto, so he's busy akimumunya. In fact, here's the tip.
Sasa mimi nimeweka peremende kwa mdomo. Sasa niwe napiga kelele ya nini? Tulikula peremende. Hiyo peremende nilipatia watu wangu kidogo pia wakule peremende, si ndio? Hiyo ndio mambo. Watu wanaona wanaongea hapa wako kwa tabu. Tabu kubwa. Na hiyo ndio kweli watu wanateseka. Unajua mimi ndio nakaa nao karibu. Nikikaa nao karibu wanasema Oparanya afadhali wewe. Sasa sisi tuko kwa tabu.
So long story short, the last respectable lawyer in Western Kenya is Edwin Sifuna. Kenya Kwanza can't dare touch him, let alone Raila. Reason number four why Raila can't fire Sifuna is because currently Sifuna is bigger than ODM. And I'm glad guys like Joaquim Simiyu get this. Here's the tip.
I survive without ODM.
Sifuna is bigger than ODM now. He's a big fish in a small pond. Alisema hapo kwa TV kwamba he doesn't want to be a big fish in a small pond. He wants to be a small fish in a big pond.
You know, politics is like cricket. 3 strikes and you're out. The first strike was cooperation with Ruto. The second strike is likely going to be denying Babu Owino an ODM ticket for governor. The final strike will be removing Edwin Sifuna. Hapo ndio Raila na Ruto watajua hawajui. Watabaki tu na logo ya ODM peke yake. All other Kenyans will decamp. Tuone kama logo inaweza pigia mtu kura. You cannot go around your political party antagonizing the popular people within it. Raila cannot sabotage himself by failing to endorse Babu Owino, who is the obvious candidate for Nairobi, and opting for Sakaja, who nobody likes. And then you come back and remove Edwin Sifuna as SG, yet he is at the peak of his powers. That is like Real Madrid selling Cristiano Ronaldo in 2019. It makes no sense. But at the end of the day, my personal desire, it might not happen, is that Raila Odinga removes Edwin Sifuna as SG, is that he continues to support Sakaja, so much so that Babu Owino is forced to go out in the wilderness, open his own party, and vie along that path. Atakuwa ametusaidia indirectly by crippling Ruto's re-election campaign. That is all Raila has to do. He doesn't even have to vie for president in order to sabotage Ruto. Let him just fire Sifuna and deny Babu Owino the ticket. The rest will be history. Wakenya watajua what to do with that information. But anywho, that's just my opinion, guys. Do let me know your own comments in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. And in the event you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for mzitowafula. Hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing mzitowafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.